Sup, Minute Man? Ava in the house. Kitty. Okay, Bandana Grandma, that kind of hurt my feelings. Hi from Missouri. Farmer Meemaw. Hey, Farmer Meemaw.
You went on early?
Well, yeah, she said goodbye.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean go on
I told everybody you had to get ice for your hand because you punched me.
I did not have to get ice. I had to get a spoon so I could cut your hot out with it.
Happy Labor Day, everybody.
You know, isn't Labor Day supposed to be like a break from work? I swear we worked more today than we did all weekend long.
I mean, by the end of the day, you had me going, let my people go.
Yeah, okay. Something like that. Okay.
So.
I'm waiting on my tea to boil.
Okay.
My water.
I know you're out there, Brad, so just come on and say hi.
Or is he just stalking?
He's a stalker.
He's a stalker.
He's a stalker.
Okay.
Hi, Kiwi.
I didn't see Kitty earlier.
Yep,
Is
Kitty's
Kitty
in here. Yep. Nice shirt, Robin.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I did a video with it on today.
Yeah, you got like 80 comments.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, everybody's like, nice shirt.
Nice shirt.
Yep.
If nothing else, nice shirt. Oh, lordy.
Hey, Cockeyed Homestead. That's a cool name.
Cockeyed? Yeah. That's like a double entendre.
Billy Brandt says she can't wait to learn more about oils, so she said quit playing around and get to class.
Well, I'm waiting on my tea.
Well, you're waiting on everybody to get here, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 minutes still, so. A lot of people.
Susie said, I know I commented on it. JRC, what's up?
JRC, your scrubby should be in the mail tomorrow. Probably tomorrow.
Mountain Hunter Homestead.
Tomorrow or Wednesday.
Alden Water Closet.
That would be Aiden.
Hey,
Minuteman.
pound that like button.
Always very good about encouraging people to push the like button.
Yep.
I love it. Ah, my property lines are so messed up. You know, we used to know somebody in our old neighborhood that his farm was called Twisted Pines, and it was so funny because one, they were just kind of crazy to begin with, but two, all of their pine trees seemed to like they just grew weird.
Kitty's Homestead says, Robin, Digest Zen does not taste good. You're not supposed to eat it.
Yeah, you are. But Kitty, it works better if you just rub it on your belly, or rub it like if it's heartburn, put it on your chest. It works much better if you just put it in your skin. What?
She changed her name from Susie to
Tulin family to Susie, so guys can know me better. Awesome. Very cool. I think the water's done. We got how many people we got in there?
We got 70 right now.
Okay. Give it another minute.
Green Gable says, hey.
Hey. Yeah, I told her that my phone is broken, y'all. The battery port's not working well.
Dragon Stallion 101 says, is it yours?
Yeah, no. Definitely not.
Yep.
I would not claim them even if they were.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
They were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Angel Man. Didn't you want to talk to Angel Man?
Yes. Angel Man, I sent you a email. Can you let me know if you got it?
Farmer Meemaw, you haven't put a video out in the last day or so. I'm going through a little bit of
It was What did you say?
Rain Country. She said, "Cause it
hit more you twit." I'll have to get Ladessa another time. We'll have Ladessa come out here. She's absolutely adorable when she does that.
Oh my gosh, I've been having respiratory problems and peppermint is helping so much. Outstanding, Billy Branch Homestead.
Eucalyptus works really well too.
He got it.
Okay. He, she, somebody.
Well, I mean, if
I'm
it's
not sure if it's Angel.
Man.
But that's the last name, Dingleberry.
See,
You kill
ain't
me.
gonna be too many more dingleberries.
Well, look. You were trying to take credit for Melaleuca, and you can't even spell Melaleuca. And then you got your feelings, hurt.
I did not type Melaleuca in there.
I know, I did. And then you came in right after that. Yeah, who were you on the phone with?
When
Your girlfriend?
No, my BFF.
Your BFF. When did you send it, Steve? Okay.
Told you.
Don't have it. Billy Branch. Okay.
Ski's in the house.
Ski, how's your oil doing? I love the word dingleberry today.
Palmetto.
Steve, I may not have gotten it yet.
This afternoon.
I might have to check it again. With my phone being out, I'm having, a smartphone makes it so much easier to check all your emails because you just push one button.
We are
and it
in
kicks
Georgia.
everything up. But with all the computers, I have to pull up all these different email accounts, and I checked it this morning, but not this afternoon. So, what? No, I did not get you tea. You put me in timeout. That's your punishment.
You didn't bring my cup out here.
Nope. I didn't bring your cup out. I didn't do nothing for you. You put me in timeout. That's your punishment.
Well,
and now you get to sit in a corner.
Freedom Acres told me to put you in timeout.
She did no such thing. I was there.
Billy Branch send us an email and she'll hook us up.
Why did I get in timeout? Because I told him he couldn't even spell
Because she was
Melaleuca.
being ugly. She was being ugly. Okay, 9:03. You got 2 more minutes to make fun of me.
Yeah, I wait till 9:05 to make sure everybody's in here that's going to be in. There you go, Arnie. Good job. Melaleuca.
You still should have given me.
And as Amanda said, also known as tea tree. What's wrong with my phone? It's broken. It's a Droid.
She works at Verizon.
Okay, so it's a Droid Turbo 2, I think. And for some reason, no, it's not.
No, ma'am, you do not have to give her a wrench.
It's not lint. It's basically the battery was bad in the phone, and so it wouldn't charge unless it was a wireless charger, and I don't even have a wireless charger. So every time I tried to plug it in, whether it was the port or the battery itself, whenever they did the diagnostic, it said that it just wasn't going to hold a charge. So it died out before.
So you got your special notebook?
What special notebook?
The one that you write down the winners.
Yes, it's this one. I do it right here. Why? Why?
Okay, I was just wondering. I was making sure you had it.
Yeah, I got it right here. Oh wait. Or maybe I don't have it.
Of course I can. Of course I forgive you, Bandana Grandma. Yes.
What?
We're getting a free one tomorrow. It's supposed to come in the mail because it exploded.
It did not explode. Unfortunately, we were supposed to go on Thursday, but because of my work, we weren't able to go until Friday afternoon. And so when we finally got there, it was late enough in the day that their next day delivery or whatever, it wasn't going to be here until Tuesday because of the holiday. So.
Okay. So it's 9:05.
Yeah, warranty's gonna cover it. I don't have to pay a thing. I'm just waiting on it to get here. That's all. So.
Okay. So.
All right. So.
Hey, Demon Slayer, not cool.
What?
She says, "Am I the only one that's not surprised stuff explodes around me?"
That's funny. Good job, Bina. Okay, so I think I lied. Who won the thing last week? Oh wait. I got it. Patrick. Patrick 1 peppermint. I got it. Okay. So, we're going to talk about Melaleuca. I don't remember who it all...
Ski. Those words are blacklisted.
He doesn't learn, does he?
He doesn't get it.
It's okay. Just... Yeah, I don't know. It didn't explode. It just would not take a charge. So, anyway.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to talk about Melaleuca. Also known as tea tree oil. So the very first thing I'm going to do is kind of let you know, in my research, a lot of places I saw where it says that Melaleuca is toxic or whatever to ingest, but doTERRA has supplemental information on them, and they do have different things where you can take them in capsules. So I'm not really sure about that, but everything I've read, I don't think they would put it out there that you could ingest it if it was going to be a problem.
Your Jennifer Dunaway is here.
Hey, Jennifer.
That's the mom of the girl that Blaze is sweet on, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
You were just waiting for her to get here so you could say that live on. Anyway, okay, so
My son is crushing on your daughter.
Can't believe you just said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Melaleuca. Let me show you. That's the one we're gonna talk about tonight. That's not a good picture.
You dropped your papers.
I'll get it. But remember how I've told you in the past that the supplemental facts will tell you that you can ingest it? Well, I cannot keep that straight. Supplemental facts are right there, which means that technically
she's
can
crushing
ingest
on
it.
him.
Huh?
She's crushing on him.
Yeah, I knew that. You were the one that said that you didn't think that, but that's fine.
I thought she was out of
And
his
you know what's
league.
hilarious? Just for y'all to know this funny story, he found her through my Instagram.
Okay, whatever. What's up, Basics to Living?
I found her on, for some reason, I found her, somehow she showed up on my
exactly,
Instagram.
Palmetto. This is not eHarmony. This is
Now,
farmersonly.com.
Palmetto, I was fixing to say something really nice about you. I got to watch your live stream today, and it was very awesome. Just so you know. If it tastes bad and it smells, who would want to adjust it? That's a really good question, but with all the properties it has, you might want to consider it. So I'm just going to leave that there. Ingesting Melaleuca. It does not, in my opinion, it doesn't smell very good. Hey,
put some on my finger. I'll take it. I'll be your guinea pig.
Oh, God, it smells. I told you. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. It can be ingested. It's also safe. Well, now, Tammy, of course you have water soluble. That's where it's harvested from. That's where it grows the best. Tea tree oil. The tea tree actually grows really, really well in Australia. So going back to the history, I always like to give you guys a little bit of a background. The Aborigines used to use it as a tea back in the 1700s.
Zena, please be careful.
What is she saying?
She's here, but she's in her car.
Oh, be careful. Okay, so
that's a good idea, Arnie.
no, you're not getting a kiss from me. I already know what it tastes like. See, and I've told y'all this before. I used to put it on, when I have a cold sore, I would put it on my lip, and occasionally a little bit of it would get up. There's Jordan. We were just talking about you.
Hi, Jordan.
But
I know a secret. I know a secret.
Okay, are we gonna talk about that, or are we gonna talk about? Okay,
I think I'm gonna blow chunks.
Are you done?
No, because it's like my tongue is like fighting back. My tongue wants to beat me up right now.
Okay, so the history behind it: Aborigines used to use it as a tea. Back in the late 1700s. Then fast forward all the way to 1922. There was, and in that 1700 frame, there was some guy who, I don't really care what his name is, went there, found out about it. You are not going to drink my tea. What am I going to do with you?
Look, that stuff is like...
Well, and what it's doing, is it kind of like...
I think it's melting my taste buds.
Yeah, okay, so here's the other thing I should have probably told you.
Here we go again. You know, I knew this, and I should have, before I put the oregano on your armpit, I should have mixed it up with some coconut oil.
Melaleuca actually is a mild solvent. So it's taking everything off of your tongue right now.
No more gingivitis.
Okay, so anyway, back to the history. Some traveler saw Aborigines use it as tea, tried to take it back and use it, didn't really do very well. Fast forward to the 1920s, there was a report issued by an Australian doctor that claimed that Melaleuca had a lot of really good properties. And so then by World War II, it was actually standard issue among British and Australian military. And they called it a first aid in a bottle. And I'm going to tell you why. But before I do that, one other thing. It is harvested in Australia. At least the stuff that comes from doTERRA is harvested in Australia. And one of the stories that they tell is there's actually a creek close to where it's harvested that the leaves actually will fall into the creek, and there's old folks tales or legend that they call it the magic healing waters because the properties of Melaleuca are restorative properties, and I don't want to say healing properties, but regenerative properties. So that's why they call it that. All right, so the properties of Melaleuca.
Nobody's listening to you right now. They're all telling me what to do to try to get my tongue back.
I think they're listening. I think they're just busy trying to tell you.
It's like I want to take this cone.
Will it melt plastic? I would not recommend putting it in a plastic glass.
Oh, hold up.
A plastic cup. What?
So that stuff that I just put on my tongue will melt plastic?
No, I'm just saying it'll leach just like how the lemon does. Okay. So, first property, really big one, is antibacterial.
Kitty, you got some stuff right there.
It kills bacterial infections. You got to make sure that you take it in mild concentration if you're going to ingest it. It'll help with internal infections, like in your colon, your stomach, your intestines, also with excretory and urinary infections. So this stuff working its way on the inside. What?
Number 1 and number 2 plastics are supposed to be okay, right, Robin? That comes from my new friend at Freedom
Number 1 and
Acres.
number 2 plastics. Yeah. Okay, so my problem with using any oils that are, like with this one, it's a solvent. It can be a solvent, mild solvent. Anything with the citric acids in it, I tend to stay away from the plastics regardless because I don't want it to leach any of the stuff that plastics are made from and put it into my, whether it be water, tea, whatever. Okay, so antibacterial, it's great for that. Antimicrobial. What?
Farmer Meemaw wants to know if it'll dissolve a kidney stone. By the way it tastes, yeah. Can you mix it with water and use it as a nasal spray for sinus issues? Sure, go right ahead, Bass.
What you can do instead of trying to inhale it like that is just rub it on the outsides of your nose or put it down here at the bottom of your nose where you can inhale it. It works really good on sinus infections. Okay, so with it being antimicrobial, one of the things that everybody's always talking about is MRSA. And
MRSA.
They've done studies, which MRSA is a staph type of, I think it's a staph type of infection. They've done studies using Melaleuca. It doesn't work as fast as some other things, but it will kill within like 6 hours. It kills the organisms that MRSA, what makes up MRSA. And the implication on that is like what I was talking about with some of the other oils, that we have so many bacterias now that have become resistant to antibiotics that we have to come up with some other way to kill this stuff. And Melaleuca is definitely one of those that's a possibility. There have been some hospitals that are now actually using it as a trial to be able to, because a lot of times like with MRSA it's transferred, it's a transferred infection, and so they're using things like Melaleuca to be able to follow up with hand washing to be able to kill any kind of bacteria that's left on the hands before they treat a patient.
Brenda Collins wants to know if you should dilute it with another oil before putting it on your skin.
Okay, so it is safe to be used as a neat application, which means no dilution. However, I always recommend trying it first with a carrier oil. For one drop will only cover maybe a square inch of skin. You put it in a carrier oil and you allow to spread it even further. So, it's not necessarily always about skin sensitivity as much as it can be about being able to apply more to the to the area. Now, of course, when you're using it on kids, that's a whole nother story. I would definitely not trust the whole neat factor. I would definitely put a carrier oil if you're going to use it on a younger person. Okay, so
spent 3 hours making sure you were studied up, and you still let me put that stuff on my tongue.
You said you were gonna. I wasn't gonna be able to stop you.
You're my wife. You're supposed to be able to look out for me.
Okay, so one of the really big factors that Melaleuca is...
Brenda Collins wants to know, what cheap carrier oil do you recommend?
Fractionated coconut oil. Works really, really well. Doesn't have a smell. You can use regular coconut oil if you want to. The only problem with that is that it's stored at room temperature, or a little bit below. Like if you run your air conditioning, it's not going to be a liquid, it'll be a solid. But as soon as it hits your hands, and we're all, normally 98.6, as soon as it hits your hands, it'll start to melt. So you can use just regular cold pressed coconut oil if you want.
Is my tongue supposed to feel like it got a shot of Novocaine?
Yes. And that's why, okay, so I was going to go with skin here. Melaleuca is really synonymous with skin issues. Like, people always equivocate the Melaleuca properties that they have with skin, skin issues.
Zena made it home safe.
Good. Melaleuca can be used for acne. It's an antiseptic. I saw somebody say earlier boils. It works good with boils and blisters.
Yeah, that has gotten me sick to my stomach.
Chicken pox. Drink some more tea.
No, the fact that you put this stuff on boils and the fact that you let me put it in my mouth.
It's fine.
Getting a lawyer.
Whatever. You're a wuss. It works great on cuts, dry skin, hives, infected wounds, itchy skin, itchy scalp, oily skin. I know I'm going to talk a little bit later about antifungal, but it works good on ringworm. I know earlier Amanda from Freedom Acres was talking about spider bites. It works good on spider bites. It's great on tick bites too. Like if you have a tick and you pull the tick out and it gets a little red, you can go ahead and throw that Melaleuca on there and works like a charm. What? What are you giggling about?
What would be good for a toothache? Asked Arnie. It ain't this crap.
Okay, well actually, Melaleuca is, if you can stand the taste, it's really good for gingivitis, gum disease. I don't know about toothache. It's good for bleeding gums. And it's a topical application. You just put a little bit on your finger and rub it on your gums. It's not exactly the best tasting thing, but it does.
Does it help with an itch from a tick bite?
Yes. Any itching, like mosquito bites, like my daughters, whenever they get torn up with mosquito bites, they get the Melaleuca and they rub that on the mosquito bites and it'll take the itch away, because it does have some mild analgesic properties, so it will take minor pain away as well. Let's see. So allergies. I think I saw somebody talking about allergies earlier. It works good for allergies, insect allergies. That's one that you can either ingest it or topical. If you've got nose, runny nose issues or anything like that, you can definitely put it on the sides of your nose or inhale it. That helps a lot. You got anything? Can I have my tea? No. Okay. One of the things I was talking about with skin is acne. Acne, rosacea, anything like that. This Melaleuca is good to put in a facial scrub or a body scrub. It's very rejuvenating. It has that tingling, because is that what you kind of have, is like that little tingling property kind of thing? Because I know whenever I get it on my lip, when I put it on a cold sore, it kind of has a tingling to it. What you got?
Nothing.
Well, I keep seeing you guys are using big letters.
Get to make fun of me.
Okay. Okay, so it's also, I said it was an antiseptic. You can use Melaleuca for a lot of cleaning stuff. Some of the different things that I did while I was doing my research, looking into, there's a cleaner that you can use for mold and mildew prevention. Melaleuca fights really well against mold.
Will it get rid of fleas and bed bugs? Old as Dirt says he has an article that says it will.
Yes. Okay, so one of the things I did read is that a lot of people will take Melaleuca with them on trips when they go to hotels. One, to put it on like a washcloth and put it over your air conditioning vent, because it'll actually purify the air. It'll kill bacteria that's in the air as well. So if you diffuse it in the air in the room, it'll get rid of that stale smell, but also kill bacteria. But you can also spray it on pillows and sheets and stuff, and it will, it's supposed to kill bed bugs.
Well, I heard bed bugs like apples.
Really? I didn't know about that. Ah!
Palmetto got it. Wow, yeah, okay.
Where's my pen at? Oh, Palmetto, I owe you 2 now, man. Some lemongrass and some Melaleuca.
That's why you've been so quiet.
He was just waiting.
He had it pre-typed.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Oh, Lordy. Okay. So that was fun. I think we're going to continue to do that.
I'm not going to tell you which video it's going to be in. Where is it going to be in the video?
But we're going to do that from now on, because that seems to work out. Yeah, he was waiting. Okay, so funny thing. You either backwashed or you put just a little bit on the edge of the cup, because now I can feel it on my tongue.
Thank you, God. Thank you. See, Jesus has my back.
Okay. So back to the cleaning properties for Melaleuca. You can make a cleaner out of just water, Melaleuca, and peppermint. Like 2 cups of water, about 30 drops of Melaleuca, and about 10 drops of peppermint to kind of combat some of that smell that the Melaleuca has. Put those together, and it's a good cleaner for mold and mildew prevention. You can also make a toilet cleaner, and I really like these kind of things because these are things that I wish I had known more about when my children were a lot younger and I had to worry about them ingesting cleaners. All you do with this disinfectant toilet cleaner is it's baking soda, vinegar, and Melaleuca, and that's it. And it's a big, huge bottle with 10 drops of Melaleuca in the entire bottle. So, what?
Rain Country Homestead says, I have found it works to help deter male dogs from females in heat.
Wow, that's
Thank you,
something.
Freedom Makers.
What'd she say?
Nothing.
Oh. I need to write that one down. Deter male from females, huh?
Yeah. So, a lot of you guys say you missed just what happened. While she's writing that down, let me tell you. We put out a video today. And randomly in the video, I put up a title screen that said, Psst, Psst. During Robin's essential oils class, I am going to say the word apples. You type in muffins to win the free sample, the free sample of oil that we give away each week. Now, sometime between now and next Tuesday, before next Tuesday, that same thing is going to happen in a video that we put out.
Right.
And it's going to be somewhere in the video, beginning, ending, somewhere.
And we've got at least 2 or 3 more videos planned this week. So
we've already got 2 of them just about
done.
So
okay. So
that's what it was.
Another thing, the toilet cleaner is real easy. It's just baking soda, vinegar, and Melaleuca.
Donna, you know it's always the first person.
And another... Do what?
Donna's like, but you didn't say it was going to be the first person.
Oh. Okay, so another thing that you can do for a cleaner for the Melaleuca is for your clothes. To get them nice and clean and disinfected. If you work in any kind of situation, like I read this, there was a guy that worked construction, and so his wife washes his clothes with just regular detergent, but she puts like 3 or 4 drops of the Melaleuca in with the detergent, and then she also puts vinegar and Melaleuca in her fabric softener. So at both sets of the cycle, his clothes are getting basically refreshed, clean, and then they're nice and comfortable for when he puts them on.
What ratio of vinegar to baking soda?
1/2 cup of baking soda, 1/4 cup vinegar, 10 drops Melaleuca. Another thing you can do is make a stain stick out of this. If you get like a 5-ounce bar of Castile soap, if you cut that in half, so like 2.5 ounces, 3 teaspoons of water, melt it, mix it all together, and then just 4 drops of Melaleuca, let it solidify back up, and that's a stain stick. And what it does is, because the Melaleuca is a mild solvent, it'll even help with stains that are set in to help break down the stains. What?
That's just funny that he had it I was wondering why he wasn't commenting. Once we got going and you started teaching, he just got quiet.
Oh.
Now I know why. That's kind of funny.
Okay. So...
What's up, Jay?
Alright. So let's go back to what other things Melaleuca is good for. Another one that I said, and I kind of went over this, we were talking about mosquitoes and stuff, but it's also good for bee stings too. It helps with the pain of the bee sting. What?
Now I'm making fun of Palmetto. Saying he can't type as fast as everybody else. That's why he had to have it pre-typed.
If I were y'all, I would not make fun of that man. That's not a good idea. Okay, so what?
Brenda said, you should have waited till the end of the show. Now he's going to start talking again.
Will it work on yellow sweat stains in the armpit? I am not positive. I would, yeah, it's
Oregano
it's a
works great for
possibility.
armpit
No,
stains.
no, not smart. Another one that is good for is snake bites. You get a snake bite, obviously not the venomous kind, the non-venomous kind that still hurts. You can put that on there. Let's see, I said chicken pox. I know I said chicken pox. Oh, okay, so for children, pink eye and styes, big thing when they're young. You can use Melaleuca to treat that. You definitely have to use a carrier oil, and you have to put it back on the temples, far enough away on the temples. The oil will still have an effect on the styes or pink eye.
Does it work for headaches?
Not. It wouldn't be the one I would choose.
I was going to say, because I'm starting to get a headache.
No, it would not be one I'd choose. I would definitely do the peppermint, lavender, frankincense. Is that why? Were you asking that? No. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, so I talked about like gum disease, gingivitis, bleeding gums, all that. Oh, also back to the conjunctivitis. Also blocked tear ducts. Some people occasionally have that. It's the same thing. You put carrier oil right on the temples, and it will help draw that out and help with that.
Good night, Freedom Makers. Take care of that baby.
Good night.
Thanks for staying as long as you did.
You can also use it for ear infections. This is another thing with kids. You know, we don't want to overload them with antibiotics, and it seems like that's the treatment for everything nowadays. Oh, they have an infection, antibiotic. Got an infection. They've got a cold, antibiotic. And it's just constantly giving us antibiotics for everything. And unfortunately, our bodies and the bacteria that they're fighting are becoming resistant to those antibiotics.
Arnie says his wife's name is Melaleuca.
Wow. That's interesting. Does he call her Mel for short? So even with ear infections, you can put it on the backs behind your earlobes, and right on, not inside the ear, but in that little, like what is that little part called right there? Where's Josh at? Josh should know what that little piece is called right there on the side of your ear. Is Josh even watching?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. Anyway, so let's see what else. This is like, okay, so these are all the things. This whole paper is full of things that it is good for, front and back. So Melaleuca is definitely one of those things that you just, and people have been asking me like, what oils would you make sure you had or starter. Melaleuca is definitely one of those. The more research I did on it, the more I realized it's definitely one that I would keep. It fights against Candida. Candida, not Canada.
You hold up Melaleuca and you're like, give us all your Canadian bacon.
It works against typhoid, which is the bacterial infection, salmonella typhoid.
Josh answered you, but I'm not even going to try to say that word. Because you probably didn't spell it right.
Tracers? No, can't be right. I don't know. This thing right here.
This thing.
The little thing that sticks out where people get a piercing right there. Where I've heard that it works for if you have,
spelled it wrong. Imagine that, Josh.
Trachers? I don't know. Anyway. Tracheus? Sure, whatever. So that thing right here. If you put the oil right in there for an ear infection, it's really good for that. Tinnitus. So any of you vets who have tinnitus, from shooting. It works good for that. Same thing, you would take the oil with a little bit of carrier oil and you can rub it just below the jawbone, right there close to where the ear is. Don't put it inside your ear, but it works pretty good for that. It helps with that. Tracheus. Okay. Perfect. I needed the spelling. So the tracheus right here, you would put it right there above the tracheus. What? What are you laughing at? Why is that funny?
Because it's Josh.
No, that's me. That's all me because I wouldn't have known. Okay, so here's my 2 seconds of warning for guys to put your hands over your ears.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. You purposely look for stuff like this so you can have this segment.
Yes, all the time. Okay, tragus. See, that's what I thought. It didn't sound right. Tracheus. It's tragus. That's right. That sounds better, Teresa. You're right. Okay, so all the guys, hands over your ears. 2 things that this is absolutely wonderful for is yeast. So any kind of vaginal yeast infection, Melaleuca works really, really good for that. Obviously, you're going to want to dilute it, but you can treat the infected area, and it works really well for that. Also, mastitis. And if you have any animals that can get mastitis, it also works with them too. You can put it with a carrier oil and just rub it on the affected area. And it helps to relieve the pain and the swelling and the infection that comes with mastitis. Okay, so now guys can take their hands off their ears. That was my little bit for that. You okay?
Yep.
You better now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back to antifungal. What?
Nothing.
This is the part where if the girls want to put their hands over their ears, they can. They don't have to, but guys, this works wonders on jock itch and what my husband lovingly calls swamp butt. If you have any kind of rubbing or anything going on down in that area, I'm going to tell you right now, it burns. But after the initial burn, it relieves that pain that's there. So something to think about. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see, what else? Where are we at time-wise? I still got 20 minutes. Holy cow. Okay, so common cold. What?
Nothing.
It works good for common cold, flu bomb. Melaleuca is in the flu bomb, which is just a combination of a bunch of oils that you take and just to combat flu symptoms. With the common cold, you can either ingest it, put it topically on whatever area is really bothering you the most, whether it's your throat, your chest. You can even just inhale it. It works good for your circulatory system. Helps move things along, keep things open. It is good for head lice. You can use it to kill head lice with a carrier oil. So like I think I've read people use olive oil and the tea tree oil or the Melaleuca together. Works good with that. Let's see. The big thing of why I feel like this is a really important oil to have in your cabinet is if you've paid attention, it has so many there's a wide array of applications for this oil. Anywhere from cleaning to an ear infection to conjunctivitis, all the way up to and including scarlet fever and typhoid and MRSA, and it goes all the way from just cleaning things all the way up to killing infections. And so to me, this is one of those oils that's pretty important to have, because if there was ever a situation where doctors weren't an option, anymore, this would definitely be one of those things that I'd like to have in my cabinet to kind of help replace that. Let's see, Brenda says the only oil I have in my cabinet. Brenda, that's not good. Need a couple more besides Melaleuca.
Hi, Nelson Homestead.
Okay, so there's some people say over 90, some people say over 100 different compounds that are in tea tree oil. One quick thing. Everywhere I've heard, and I think I said this before, and somebody said that their cat didn't mind it, but they don't recommend using Melaleuca around cats. Don't use it a lot on cats, or don't use it at all on cats. Dogs, it's okay for like bug preventative, but definitely kind of want to keep away from your cats. I think it was it Kitty or somebody said that their cat actually liked Melaleuca, but not recommended to use for cats. Some of the applications that you can use Melaleuca, like I said before, you've got all the different cleaning things, but you also can do like some of the skin products, like a shaving cream for men and aftershave. Both of those it'd be really good to have one of those that has Melaleuca in it. I've actually got a couple of recipes for making a shaving cream and an aftershave with Melaleuca. We could try it. I don't know if you're interested in that, but it's supposed to be stimulating and refreshing in small doses. And I imagine,
that to my tongue.
Well, I can't help it. You decided to just go gung-ho and do that. So.
I'm trying to be a supportive husband for you, and you did that to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not really. Oh, back with the other antifungal stuff. I said jockage earlier. Another good one is athlete's foot and ringworm. Those two. You can also use Melaleuca for those two as well. And I was talking earlier about all these different infections and things that it kills. Another one is listeria. And I don't know how many of y'all know this, but listeria is coming from the salmonella and stuff that's in our food. All of the different stuff that's passed around, listeria comes in that, it's an infection that's in our food, that's passed over in our food, a bacterial contamination. And Melaleuca has been shown to kill the properties of all of the listeria contamination, I guess the best word to say with that. Do we have anybody who's asking anything?
No.
No, nobody
a lot of
has any questions.
People are being belligerent.
Why?
Because
belligerent about what?
Blaze's Crush's mom says, "Is there a book that tells all things each oil is good for?"
Yes, I'm going to be ordering them as soon as one of my friends gets back from convention.
We'll send it to you as a dowry.
Jennifer, if you'll just email me and let me know that you want one, or if you want one, when I go to order them, I'm going to pull up all of my emails, and that way I'll be able to tell Miss K how many that I need.
Yeah, Albie, just after it's over, it'll post, and then you can go rewatch the beginning.
Let's see. Okay, so of all the properties that Melaleuca has, there was a couple.
That was when she put LOL. She laughed.
Is Jordan
out loud.
still in here?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Jordan probably talking with Blaze on Facebook.
Probably. Reflux, yes.
It ain't this stuff. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Ever since I put it on my tongue, I've been burping ever since.
Peppermint works really good for reflux, and so does Digest Zen, which is the digestion blend. In any other company, it would be just whatever their digestion blend is. Digest Zen works really well for when Jason has reflux. We take it and just put it on his throat and then down into his chest area. Sometimes if he has had his gallbladder out, so occasionally we'll put it on his stomach as well.
She's Skyping with a friend and messaging Blaze.
Teenagers and their multitasking. Anyway.
Brenda W says, I'm late getting on. How do you spell that?
Spell what?
I don't know.
Digoxin?
Or Melaleuca.
Oh, or Melaleuca. Melaleuca.
And Park family just got here because her baby is sick.
Yes, Billy Branch. Probiotics are good for yeah.
Yes, Lisa, you can get it from us.
I remember back in the good old days when it was just phone calls. Yeah, I know, right?
You hang up first. No, you hang up first.
No, you hang up first. Or falling asleep on the phone. Did you ever do that?
No, my dad would have killed me.
Only if it was long distance. God, what is that? Like, what is long distance anymore? Does that even exist anymore?
I don't think so.
So the different
Remember
properties,
roaming charges?
the different compounds that are within Melaleuca. There were a couple that kind of stood out. Monoterpene hydrocarbon, and that's one of them. And what it does is it inhibits the accumulation of toxins, and it also will flush out existing toxins that are in the body. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It's soothing to irritated tissues. That's why it works really well with cuts and scrapes. Again, it does burn. It will burn for a second, but no more than rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide when you pour it on a wound. But when you're putting Melaleuca on a clean, like for instance, my daughter scrapes her leg. We bring her inside, we flush the wound, make sure there's no dirt in it, and then we immediately put Melaleuca on it. And that helps with the skin regeneration, but it also is antiseptic, so it's going to clean out all of that, and antibacterial. It's going to clean out all the junk that we weren't able to get out with water. We put it on there, and again, it does burn for a second, but after that, it's soothing, and it helps it to heal. What are you giggling about? Also, that monoterpene hydrocarbon is also has insect repellent qualities, so that's why Melaleuca will work with like the bed bugs and mosquitoes and things like that. It's also been known to have cancer preventative properties, so something to look for maybe in your routine of use is somewhat regular use of Melaleuca.
Jennifer Dunaway said that she's glad that she's interested in a boy that's 17 hours away. Less for her to worry about. Yeah, us too.
Yeah, I could tell you some stories, Jennifer.
There's no sneaking out to go to that one's house.
No. No, the last girlfriend was 2 doors down. That was a bad thing.
But he left a note.
Yeah, he did leave a note. Okay, so another thing is monoterpene alcohols. Melaleuca has that as well. It's an antispasmodic.
That's true, Palmetto.
Yeah. It supports the immune system. It's restorative to skin, and it's also a mild sedative. So the reason that Melaleuca has these properties is because of this compound that's in Melaleuca. And then the last one is oxides. What? Huh? Okay. Oxides. Melaleuca has oxides in the compound and the properties. It's an expectorant, so we all know what that means. It's good for respiratory support. It's also good for pain relief and anti-inflammatory uses. And I think I'm just about done. Are you okay? You need some water? Tea? Is your tea empty? Okay. Any other questions? No, it won't, simply. Spastic paralysis. I don't know, Cock. I'd have to look that one up. Palmetto, how far of a distance did he run for the one girl? 7 miles? He ran 7 miles for one girl one time. So that was kind of scary. Of course, we didn't know about it till the next day. What's wrong? You lightheaded? Let me have the cup. Other questions?
J.R. Homestead is calling a night. Meemaw's leaving.
Okay.
All these quitters.
Oh, well, it's late. It's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah, we're only 10 minutes out, so... Another one that I read about is rubella. We were talking about all these different vaccines. It's also been known to fight against rubella, so that's another thing. Steve, no one wants to watch Jason blow jokes.
Okay.
Wendy, where did you get your tea tree oil from? Because in all of my research it says that it's good for rashes and any kind of skin issues like that. So dermatitis, maybe not necessarily chronic skin condition. I would have to look up that one. But just a plain dermatitis, I would think it would be okay.
On the 11th, Washington.
Health food store, okay. So, yeah. See, that's what I was gonna say. Eczema, diaper rashes, all of that says. So, yeah, it a lot of times, and this is what Amanda was saying earlier, is that she was using it and she had an adverse reaction to it, but she found that it was because of the quality of the oil. Palmetto, I have read that too, that if you already have sensitive skin, that it could make it more sensitive. And that's why you would do, yeah, if the skin is bright, that's absolutely right. Like I was talking about with a scrape. When my daughter has a scraped knee, we do, yeah, an area test is absolutely right. That's what, just like when you do anything with cleaner or anything like that, they always tell you to do a spot test. This is the same thing. And that's why I was saying earlier, don't do it neat the first time. Use it with a lotion that you know you're okay with, or use it with coconut oil or whatever. Those kinds of things might actually, you know, be a better way to test it, to see, just to thin it out a little bit. Cockeyed, that's a good suggestion. Try it on your palm because your skin's thicker. The only thing though is, if your skin's thick there, you're not going to know whether or not it's going to cause any problems with sensitive skin. Because, I mean, your hands aren't going to be that. Yeah. We do the same thing, Tammy. We just let them blow on it, and that's... They said to put oregano in Blaze's shorts. Is pineapple acidic? Does it have... I would assume it is. Kathy, I would have to look that one up for you. I'm not exactly certain on that one. I don't think he looks that white. You look okay. You're alright. You're just doing that for attention. Well, guys, I'm really glad. They're saying you look really pale. You don't look that pale to me. You look okay. My baby. He does on camera. Yeah, well, the lighting's not all that great here. I put itching powder in my husband's underwear. Wow. Y'all are not nice. Yeah, that's true. Not as acidic as orange. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, George. I would imagine it has a lot of the same properties as like your lemons and your orange oils, but He's being mighty quiet. They're all picking on you, baby. Then I put pepper oil in his. Oh, how funny. Okay, so do y'all have any other questions about Melaleuca? Anybody have any requests for the next oil? We all love you, Big Bear. Yeah. I know if you eat too much, if you eat too much pineapple at one time, I know that it starts to burn, so the acidity is... Or he won't apple again. Something Jason won't taste. That's what I was just asking. Yes, it is. Tammy, you know, I totally forgot about that. It's good. You could put it on your cuticles and also fungal infections on your fingernails or your toenails. Oh, frankincense. Woo. Jason, are you okay? Can you tell everybody you're okay? They're all worried about you now. Or are you afraid to open your mouth? Lemon or frankincense? He's worried. Bread or a cracker? Somebody told you to put some milk in your belly. Ah. We saw you smile, baby bear. You okay? Why am I worried? Poisoned by essential oils during an essential oil. Styrofoam at 11. Vetiver, okay. On myrrh. You know what, Timothy? I don't even have myrrh yet. I gotta get that one. That's a more expensive. Here comes your sugar mama to your rescue. Yeah, I think it's time for us to probably get on off of here because it looks like our stream is kind of buffering. But anyway, I'll tell you what. I'll think about it. And
do it on eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus? Why eucalyptus?
I like eucalyptus.
Well, we know you like eucalyptus, but no, yeah, he's not having an allergic reaction to it. It's probably just not sitting well on his stomach. That's all. Sandalwood, man, you guys are getting crazy on me. I miss Jason combing his beard. You're not combing your beard? I was gonna look and see what the properties of eucalyptus were because it seems like we're doing the same things. Yeah, you know what? I think we might do eucalyptus. That might be a good one. Is it edible? Ooh, I don't believe so. Yeah, I think eucalyptus would be a good one. Let's do that. That's what we'll do. Alright, so eucalyptus next week. Oh, Teresa stating the obvious. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock, guys. We're going to call it a night. If you guys have any other questions, you can send them to Big Bear Farms Oils at hotmail.com. If there's anything that you would like to order or have some questions on, just email me there, and I'll be more than happy to answer them and help you out if there's anything that I can help you with. So, y'all have a good evening, and like always, say it. Have a nice day.